That's just instinct and understanding how to play.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the East All-Stars. 4-point game. Irving with it. Guarded now by Durant. Curry, good.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now, Jokic following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Harden surveying the D. Trains the three-pointer. Harden's got 5.
You got to come to expect this from Harden. I mean, he'll take whatever the perimeter defense gives him, and that's the sign of a really smart player.
And that one's good. Durant.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And here is Curry following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Jokic passes to Curry. He kicks it to Harden. Jokic trying to free himself up. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Curry. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the East All-Stars. James outside. From outside the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Jokic on the follow.
Boy, Jokic has such special skills offensively and doing some damage in a big way that time on the offensive glass.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jokic kicks to Irving. 11 feet away. That's short off the rim. And so Giannis will bring it up for the West All-Stars. And he comes up with the deuce. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
Here's Curry. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the West. Young comes in for Luka Doncic. Now, here is Young. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And I love how aggressive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective.
Here's Curry. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Now he's spoken with the guys. Now he wants to make this a competitive game, one that features at least some execution and not just a bunch of lobs. Maybe some ball movement. He said, look, if we're going to be out here, if we're going to take this court, we might as well try to win this game. And that means playing the right way. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. The three from Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Down low, here's Giannis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Harden, that's good.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
George is checked in for Durant. On the wing, James. And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. We have got to see that sensational Mobile One block again.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now, here is Irving. He feeds it to Embiid. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too.
To the paint, here's Irving. There's the lob, Antetokounmpo. Pass to James. There's the three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Going out of the Kumbo, hammers it in.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And the basket by Curry.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
James against Irving. George trying to break free. And a little luck that time, but it drops. LeBron's got it all tied up now for the West All-Stars. He's with the ball. Irving with it. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Young. And the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, everyone wants to body up Young. And he expects that and has the body control to combat it.
Young's gone 2 of 3 from the field. James against Irving. Over George. And the rejection by James. Stops, pops, again the West All-Stars.
Bridges that time being rewarded for his hustle and his awareness right there. Opportunistic score that time.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Get ready for your East All-Stars.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Beans checked in for Paul George. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Bridges. It's good.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebound, scores the tough.
Oh, that was terrific.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Here's Ball. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Young looking around. From deep. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
Takes it from 10. Here's Washington, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
You know, we always get some great Great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Ball with the bucket. 1:56 left in the first quarter. And DeRozan. Here we go. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. From deep three-point range, and it's LaMelo Ball with the three. And it's an 8-point East All-Star lead.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
From 10 feet out, up again.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
Wasted no time on that one. James has got 16 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Leonard. It's rebounded by the West.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
That one goes. Count it.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
The East All-Stars on offense. 6-point lead. Passes it to Adebayo. The drive by Mitchell. And he gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting. Out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Shot from 12. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Giannis. Lobs it up for Levine. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Highlight reel material for sure. The defender falls asleep, and Levine turns out the light.
A three from Leonard. Unable to get that one. That one, no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The East All-Stars up on top. They lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Washington. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ball in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And here we go. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the East All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And that one's good by Butler.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
Leonard against DeRozan. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Doncic against Ball. Doncic, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And Adebayo throws it down.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
To the inside, and Randall throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Ball. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to chalk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jason Tatum comes in for P.J. Washington. And Beal subbed in for Mitchell. West All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
That one is no good. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Outside, Beal. Kicks to Tatum. It's stolen by Randall. The pass to Doncic. Outside, KD. Lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Doncic has gone 3 for 7 tonight. Beal the pass to Ball. Beal against Butler. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Down by 12. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Doncic has gone 4 of 8 from the field. And Beal kicks the ball. Pass to Tatum. Outside Leonard. Inside, Ball. He dishes it to Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one.
Embiid being nicely set up by his teammates, and he's ready when they get him the ball.
And Embiid with the block. And they'll keep possession. Randall no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Bridges passes to KD. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. Bridges against Ball. There's the triple. And no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. KD finds Butler. Bridges outside. To the middle. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Durant against Tatum. KD's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Here's Beal. Cans the 12-footer. Beal's got the lead up to 14 now for the East All-Stars.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
And stolen by Tatum. Ball dishes to Beal. To the inside. Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The East All-Stars shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. We've heard the call for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Leonard. Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, just beating good defense. And you see Bridges' jump shot. Low release point. A little bit of a push shot, but he shoots it for a pretty good percentage.
Curry passes to Jokic. Fires the 3. Curry's shot is off. Here's West now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Butler. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, sometimes it seems as though Butler enjoys scoring through contact more. Welcomes the challenge of converting in difficult circumstances.
Al Harden, 17 points in the game. And stolen by Butler. Oh, Paul in position.
Now that is all-star basketball at its best. The alley-oop run to perfection.
Now here's Curry. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Leonard. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Durant's checked in for George. James comes in for Butler. And Trae Young subbed in for Paul. Here's Curry. 10 points for him. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Durant kicks to Bridges. And he trims the lead to single digits. Bridges has got 11.
moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Irving passes to Curry. Takes it from 10. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Right side out of Kumbo. And Young kicks to Bridges. Over Irving. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Bridges.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
James against Harden. Jokic trying to free himself up. Embiid, no good. The West All-Stars with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Antetokounmpo's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Here's Jokic. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Washington's checked in for the East.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night. Giannis with it. Now defended by Jokic.
Giannis powering his way on the jam there. Well done.
Giannis has gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. That's to Washington. Curry against Young. They get a hand on it. Jokic kicks to Irving. Pocket 6. Over Durant. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 8.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Here's James. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And James throws it down.
Through the legs, you can see the flashbulb popping on that one.
And that's stuff that's usually reserved for All-Star Weekend.
Well, I tell you what, you can't have no shame in your game if you're going to try one like that.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
.131 left now here in the second. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the East All-Stars. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Curry. The East All-Stars take on 2 more.
Sometimes you watch Steph get a shot up. You just appreciate what you're seeing. And perhaps the best shooter of all time.
Good.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And here's Harden. He's got 17. From the arc. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first